I'm planning on making macaroni and cheese, but homemade style. Here I have the 5-inch firebox with the Sumo system. I'm going to set this up as a 2-burner stove. So we'll start off by opening up the firebox and putting the Sumo legs on. I'm going to set this side up for boiling and this side up for using the fry pan. So I'm going to set this up in the second position down with the gas burner. We are still in fire restrictions right now, so I'll be using gas burners. On this side, we're going to set the gas burner up on this top position, and then we're going to use the high-low fire sticks to create a level surface with the top of the firebox. Use the fire sticks in their position, and then now we have a position for our fry pan. Let's put a diffuser plate on this one. I'm going to be melting some butter first thing so I can make some roux. Let's go ahead and add our noodles. I have enough here for both Luke and I, so I'm going to add about half of it. Start making our roux. We don't want to overcook it, maybe just to a golden brown. Okay, I think this roux is ready to come off the heat, because I'm actually going to make my sauce in my pot. I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to drain my noodles. A little bit of cooking is not going to hurt them, but this is going to be a really low temperature. I can't believe how many noodles I just cooked. And then what I'm going to do is put my trout on top of my noodles, and then I'm going to cover it up. I want my sauce to be cooking over a softer heat, so I'm going to go ahead and move this burner down. I think I'm just going to go all the way down to that 3rd level, and I'm going to put the heat diffuser plate on. And then we'll put these hangover fire sticks back into their position. We'll just keep that on a low heat, and then put a little bit of cream in just to make it nice and rich. Some kosher salt. And we'll put the lid on and let that heat up. Yeah, that's pretty hot. I'm just going to try to turn this down a little bit more. It's already quite low with my little modified cheese grater. The way this is intended to work is the cheese just kind of falls into your hand. Nice. Lots of cheese. Here you go. A little bit of cheese. Good girl. Good girl. The milk's getting pretty hot. I think I can go ahead and add some of our roux. Let it start melting. The roux has melted into it, so let's go ahead and add our cheese. Let that melt to eat off of. So let's go ahead and put some of our macaronis on. We've got some heat going on under it. And I think that's plenty of food for me. Cheese sauce, which has thickened up very nicely. It's got all that cheese all melted into it now. Put our cream sauce on. Wow, look at that. Holy smokes. I think that is plenty. Get some pepper going. That's staying hot because I have that burner is still on, so that plate is nice and hot. We'll go ahead and pull the meat off the bones. Let's see if we can get this side to cooperate as well. Very nice. And then we will just lift this whole skeleton up and off of all of that meat. Go ahead and transfer onto our mac and cheese. Just like that. Oh, beautiful. A little bit more salt and pepper on my trout. Then I have a lemon. Carefully put lemon right on my trout. And then look how tender that trout is. Cooked perfectly. And when it's cooked like this, it really just melts in your mouth. Let's see if it pairs well. Mac and cheese and trout. That is delicious. You know what? I've had trout with cheesy potatoes, and that was really good. So I figured this would be good as well. Oh yeah, that is very good. This is the most unique way I have ever eaten my trout. Trout with homemade macaroni and cheese. That is delicious. I'm gonna walk out and see if I can find a view of the lake and eat my dinner.